Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm not going to be traveling for 2 months, 3 months, many months, so many months, which means I'm going to be doing nothing but streaming. I mean, not nothing but streaming. I'm also going to be eating, sleeping, and pooping in that order. But most importantly, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be here so many weeks in a row. I'm actually super excited because I missed you. I hope you've been well, and I have a story for you about how I lost my phone and got hacked. What a perfect way. What a perfect way to kick this off. So, I just got done with a 10-day trip to Hong Kong to visit my papa and my bro, because that half of the family lives in Southeast Asia. Me and my mom live here in California. We like to divide and conquer in the family. So I was out there getting the chance to visit Hong Kong, which I haven't been to in a long time. And Hong Kong is just a ridiculous, beautiful, amazing city. First of all, buildings are tall, dude. Oh, those buildings are so tall, big, huge. Well, I shouldn't say huge. They're tall, but they're skinny. Because real estate is at a premium in Hong Kong. I think it's something like, of all the land, 70% is just forest, jungly stuff, and 30% are where the buildings and the skyscrapers are built upon. And you get this really interesting mix of like skyscrapers just all packed together, and then this huge upsweeping mountain covered in greenery. I mean, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. But, you'll get people who will have like a small amount of land on which to develop, so they'll just build as tall as they can. So you have these tiny buildings, super small in terms of, the ground dimensions, that are like 50 stories high, and they're everywhere. And a lot of these buildings don't have central air conditioning. So there'll just be air conditioning units lining the sides of the building. So everything looks like it's Legos, man. And you're wandering around, you're constantly getting dripped on. And I actually think that they implemented laws to like fine people if their AC units are dripping, because it's like such an issue. The weather's wild out in Hong Kong compared to California, where it's fine. The weather's fine, there's no season, it's sometimes a little warm, it'll be getting cool in the winter. It's fine. It's the most fine weather in the world. And also, now that I've lived in California, I never want to live fucking anywhere else, because the weather's fine. It's fine. Right now, it's fine outside, and there's birds chirping, and the cats are happy. It's great, but in Hong Kong, it's super humid. It's super hot, especially because I'm visiting in July, which is like worst time to visit. And it just rains abruptly, like sky's blue, and then the clouds roll in. The clouds feel really low to the ground there in Hong Kong. Like even during hikes, getting up on mountains, like the clouds are like right here. But you'll just be, blue skies looking good, then it'll get a little cloudy, and then just pouring wetness. It's rain. I don't know why I'm describing it as wetness. Just whoosh. I don't need to add extra descriptors. I can just tell you it rained hard. And so you wander around with an umbrella, put the umbrella up. It's torrential rain for like 30 minutes, and then it stops and you put it down. So it's super interesting to be there. Super packed, crowded. The metro system just works great. There's like a, metro that shows up every 40 seconds or so. So everyone's in organized, nice little lines getting onto the metro and getting off, which is very different from California, where they're just like, there's a subway there and nowhere else till 2040. So it's weird and interesting to actually have a city where you don't really need a car at all. And while I was there, one of the first things that I did was I just tried to stay up, make sure I could reset my sleep schedule, got to food and drinks with the bro and the dad, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get a cab back to the hotel, get in there, and the cab driver, when I get there, I almost just get out of the damn car and leave, because that's the way it works when you Lyft or when you Uber, right? You order a car to yourself, and then you leave, and it just deducts directly from your account. But then, all right, we got to do a sync issue. Hold on, everyone. There we go. Audio synced better. Perfect. I had it on the old settings from a week and a half ago. Whatever. So I'm in the cab. I'm going there. I almost get out of the cab, and then he's like, whoa, pay me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. So I sit back down, pull out, and like hand him physical dollars. and he hands me change back, and Hong Kong coins are just really big, and there's this one that looks like a cogwheel that's just, stuff those thick things in the wallet, put it away, and walk out of the cab and just leave my phone right there next to me, next to where I was sitting. And I realized about 4 seconds after getting out of the cab, and I was like, wait, like running after him, but he was gone. Completely whoosh, into the mist. Like in Batman the Phantom. What the fuck's the name of that Batman? Batman the Phantom something? Oh, God, I'm so good with references. So I go up to the hotel staff, and I'm like, I just left my phone in this cab. Let's go through the steps to record it. Mask of the Phantasm. Thanks, everyone. It's not Batman the Phantom Menace, as Rhetorical Meow indicated. Yes, Mask of the Phantasm. Really good movie. Anyways, so I reported to the front desk staff, which, by the way, in Hong Kong, in fact, in most of Southeast Asia, the male suit game is so fire. Like, I live in Oakland and in Silicon Valley. There's this real arrogance about just dressing like you're 22 and don't care about fashion. It's a t-shirt, and I wear khakis, and I have some basic old white tennis shoes, and the socks are white, and they go up halfway up my calf. It's fine. I'm going to be a billionaire on my little lottery ticket called a startup, right? This is how people dress out here. And I dress a little bit like I'm a 22-year-old. So you go out into Hong Kong, and there's just young men in the most fly-ass suits. Oh, my God. And the white shirts are just so crisp. Like, if you bumped into them, it would just slice your hand off. Oh my God, and a watch that, like, if you look closely, it doesn't even work, but it's huge and it glistens and it's silver and it has a sort of rose gold interior. Oh my God. And let me tell you this, the thickness of the lapels always match the thickness of the tie. And you get the wide ones, the short ones, all of them just so coordinated. I couldn't believe it. And I'm talking to this desk man at the hotel, and I'm half panicked because I just lost my phone, but half going, my God, you look so good. And I eventually bought a suit in Hong Kong, and this is unrelated to the story, but this is the man that I'm talking to, is someone who just looks so good. And the thing that was really weird about the conversation is that this desk person was both the polite, concierge, like, oh, thank you, of course we'll report it immediately, sir, and we'll contact you, but with a realness that you don't get in America. In America, there's a weird dance that customer service does where customer service never really tells you that anything bad is going to happen. They imply that things could maybe get a little better at some point. For instance, in America, you say to the concierge, I've lost my phone. Is there any chance I'll get this back? Concierge in America says, sir, we will do our best to retrieve that lost phone for you, and the moment we hear back from the police, we will let you know. We will deliver it straight to your room if we do get it. But we're doing our best. In Hong Kong, I went, is there a chance that I'll get my phone back? How often do people get their phones returned? And this fly-ass guy goes, seldom. And that's it. And then he stopped talking. He just goes, seldom. And I'm like, oh, okay. Should I, like, call back in the morning to check in? He's like, we'll call you if it comes back, but it's unlikely. I was like, all right, very well. Cancel my phone. Or not cancel the phone. I suspended my service to the phone, which means that it can't receive calls anymore. I changed the email passwords on all my emails, on my Twitch login, which is also the reason why I was late going live today, because it changed the stream key as well, so I had to reset up all that garbage. So I was like, all right, just getting all the accounts. Is there anything else that could possibly be an issue? No. I know something unrelated to password protection that could be an issue. I got to reach back out to AT&T and ask them what's going to happen to all the text messages that get sent to me while I don't have a phone. Because this happened night one of me being in Hong Kong, which was July 3rd. So on night one, I realize I'm not going to be able to get any of the messages that people send me. And I have, work people that text me and stuff. So what's going to happen with that? And the AT&T customer support person said, well, when you get a new phone, Once you connect it to this number, you'll simply receive all of the texts that were sent during that 10-day gap where you didn't have it. And I was like, perfect. Fantastic. So I finally get back to America. I get a new phone on Friday. Get it all hooked up. No texts. Nothing. So I'm like, oh my God. Contact AT&T support, and I go, hey, I understand that I'm supposed to be getting all of my texts, but I'm not getting. Is there any way you can send those to me? And they're like, well, sir, we have to make sure. I can literally feel my heart rate rising as I'm telling this part of the story. They say, sir, we need to be able to verify your account. Can you tell us? And they were just asking me information about my account. And when I was using my AT&T login, which is some email I made long ago that I never use, it's some weird thing at AT&T.net, like I would ever use that instead of a Gmail. And it keeps giving me these errors saying your account isn't linked, you got to link it up, you're having linking issues. And I realized that this AT&T email that I've set up somehow is not linked to my phone. So I linked the two. It asked me for a password change, password update, do all that garbage, give the person all the information. And the person says, great, thanks for verifying that. You will not be receiving those text messages ever. And I was like, what? Why did you need my account verification for that? Why'd I have to go through hoops and connect my phone to an email that I really don't want associated with me just to be told, unfortunately, nope? All right, well, that's fine. All right, whatever. No big deal. I guess I'll just assume that people will text me again if they need to text me. All right, all's well, all's good. And a few hours later, I get a text from a number that I don't recognize. Because again, it's a brand new phone. I have no contacts. It's a number I don't recognize. And it just says in all caps, I see you. And then gets sent to me a screenshot of the email that says your password has been changed. Here's the account number ending in blah, blah, blah. Literally as I'm talking, I can feel the stress. I'm like, holy shit. I've been hacked. Now, I don't know. I'm sure I've talked about this before. I've been targeted by a DDoS or hacker person before. It is so stressful. It is so stressful to get creepy, weird messages. Because, a lot of people who are hackery types are doing it for a power trip to fuck with you. So they want to freak you out. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I just literally responded, my hands were shaking. I'm like, who is this? And the person goes, it's Charlie, who's one of my good friends. And I just call the number, and Charlie's like, hey, Sean, how's it going? I'm like, how the fuck did you get that email? What are you doing? And apparently, 9 years ago, Charlie gave me access to his HBO Go by creating some weird random email account at AT&T.net. And he provided that to me. Because, in terms of friends and family, you can have an extra account under the master account. So when I linked and changed the password, he was just getting all the updates because that's one of his emails. And so he just thought it would be a fun thing to do to be like, oh, Sean, he loves joking around and being playful. I'll send him a text and I'm stammering on the phone. I'm like, oh, okay. Holy shit. I literally was so stressed that you probably heard my voice waver a little bit as I was talking, because I literally was telling that story and I couldn't feel my legs. Okay, that's how much it stressed me out. Oh my God. And so, I had a nice conversation with Charlie and went back to watching Stranger Things Season 3, which I found to be only okay. But I have a phone now, and I'm so happy to see you all, because now I actually get to take all that pent-up energy of relaxing, chilling, and eating tasty food in Hong Kong and learning about how to dress so fly